Former North Syracuse School District elementary teacher James Ball will now wait to see if an appeals court in Rochester will reinstate his indictment.
It was thrown out last summer by an Onondaga County Court judge. News Channel 9's Jeff Kulikowski was in Rochester today as the appellate court listened to the case brought by prosecutors.
We are in Rochester today, but no James Ball, who was not at appeals court here in Rochester while he waits for this latest chapter in the murder case against him to play out.
It's very, very, very stressful to have this hanging over you, and it's you know, taking a toll on him. But he's confident, and you know, he's looking forward to being vindicated at trial.
But first, this 5-judge panel is being asked by the Onondaga County DA's office to reinstate the grand jury indictment against Ball so it can move closer to trial. Ken Tyler from the DA's office saying there was no legal obligation on them to recall Ball's wife before the grand jury, even though the defense asked in a letter for this to support their claim Ball acted in self-defense.
I don't mean to contend that that won't be a viable defense theory if the case gets to trial, which may be a different question.
I think the DA, as the legal advisor to the grand jury, can say, look, I've read this letter. In my opinion, it's irrelevant, but it's your call.
Ball's lawyers say he shot his brother-in-law after a night of drinking and a fight between the two inside the Ball house on July 4th of 2017. And only after Christopher Ross was forced to and did leave the house and then turned around and tried to come back in, did Ball shoot him.
My reading of the law is that that permission can be revoked, and it was revoked once, you know, he committed violence against the homeowner.
Spano says the grand jury should have heard more from Mrs. Ball about what happened that night, according to her, and then decide whether to indict James Ball for murder or not.
A written decision from this court could be several weeks or even months away. At the 4th Department State Supreme Court Appellate Division in Rochester, Jeff Kulikowski, News Channel 9.
And should the DA's office lose their appeal, prosecutors could represent their case to a new grand jury. Ball has retired from Smith Road Elementary School, where he worked as a teacher.